dreamed of owning a beach home? Maybe you imagined waking up to those beautiful sunrises, walking along that beach for those beautiful sunsets, waking up to that beautiful sound of the waves. Whether you've got a financial plan or just a hope, a dream, and a prayer, and a Powerball ticket, we're going to talk about how to finance that beach home, how to plan for it, how to make it happen in some not so complicated steps. And again, it may or may not include winning Powerball. So the Powerball dream. Okay, let's get real. Got that Powerball ticket in my hand. Probably not happening. I'm sure you already know what those statistics are. 1 in 265 million chances of winning Powerball. So of course, if you don't win Powerball, there's always the easy answer is cash. Cash can be king, queen in a real estate transaction. It does give you some leverage with the seller, and certainly it is a delightful way to make a real estate purchase. But not everyone has that kind of pocket cash, wheelbarrow cash, safe cash, or huge investments that they can liquidate to buy that beach house. But of course it is nice, and cash is a extremely easy, desirable, and can be a very advantageous way to finance a beach house. The other thing I like to say about cash is it's stress-free, okay? So means no mortgage payments. You don't have to worry about what your monthly payment's gonna be because of course you pay cash, you own the home. Okay. You also, as I said a little bit ago, you can have more negotiating power when you're paying cash. Sellers, of course, love quick, easy closings, and cash definitely gets you to the settlement table faster than most other methods. Okay. But if you have the cash and if you've got those kinds of reserves, I would encourage you to hold a little bit back because you never can tell what may pop up right after you buy that home, or maybe you want to furnish it with all new, furnishings, etc. So hold some cash back, keep a little in the reserves. Conventional financing. And I'm here with a small little update. Debbie, Living Loving Beach to Bay, is now not only a terrific realtor. I'd like to think that I'm a great realtor, but I'm also just passed my mortgage loan origination test. So very shortly, we'll be chatting with you about some of the other kind of side benefits I can provide to my potential clients. Can give you some really good mortgage advice. But let's talk about conventional financing. And for many of us, conventional financing is really the traditional avenue. It's understandable. You put 20% down, you qualify for a mortgage, you sign on the dotted line, you've committed to about 30 years of mortgage payments. And there's certainly that delightful other account called the escrow account where taxes and homeowners insurance and things like that get deposited. So all of those dues payable or bills payable get paid on time. So conventional financing is, of course, another very real option. Typically takes between 10 and 20%. And especially if it's a second home, the more you put down on a second home purchase, the more desirable the financing options are going to be for you. But that is what we call conventional financing, okay? But there's something that is, again, making an appearance again in the mortgage industry and the mortgage conversations, and that's adjustable rate mortgages. Now, these were extremely popular in the not too distant past, maybe number of years ago, and maybe some of you have never even heard of them. But what an adjustable rate mortgage is it gets you in at a lower rate, but it does adjust over a period of time. Now, I've said to you before, I don't have a Ouija board. I don't know what the mortgage rates are going to do. I'm wrapping my arms around it, especially now with my additional, background training and certification. And we do expect that they're going to come down. We don't know if it's going to be like chutes and ladders and they're going to come down fast, but we all expect that there will be a slow trajectory down. And that's where an adjustable rate mortgage can be something that is worth investigating and worth understanding because you're going to pay a lower upfront rate. And yes, you will have it will adjust over time, But if rates do continue to move in a more positive direction, that could work to your advantage with an adjustable rate mortgage. So cash, conventional financing, adjustable rate mortgage, those are three of the options out there. For many people, when they're considering a vacation home or an investment home or a second home, their existing home has a lot of equity in it. So it's another conversation for your financial advisor, for your loan originator. Do I have enough equity in my current home to use that, pull that equity out and use that either to make a significant down payment on a beach home or maybe pay it all off? So those are, again, all different things that you should be chatting with. I am not a financial advisor. I'm soon to be. I passed my test and will momentarily be able to say I'm a mortgage loan originator. But for right now, I can only tell you to talk with the professionals that are in your world. But home equity is definitely a route to go. And maybe the beach home is really a complete investment property. Maybe you're going to consider renting it and really are looking at this as a business initiative, something that you really may enjoy for little pieces of the year, but a lot of the year, the property that you're considering at the beach is going to be an investment property, a rental property. And investment properties do require a larger down payment, typically 20 to 25%, and they also require higher credit scores. The upside, you could generate rental income, which would of course help offset the purchase and the monthly and annual overhead. So it's something else to think about. Often you can ask a realtor, myself included, can you tell me what the rental income was in the past for that property that I'm looking at? And if there is no rental income, there are an awful lot of property management firms that can do what we call a Proforma. They can project what the rental income would be. And often when you are financing an investment property, the financial, individuals that are considering, granting that investment loan, et cetera, will want to understand what the investment income is going to be so that they can understand how you're, again, going to wrap that bow around it and really handle the expenses of that investment. So here's something that I've just really, I was always aware of it, but I've really begun talking about it a lot. I have a lot of clients that reach out to me. They're coming from another state, they're coming from Pennsylvania, they're coming from New Jersey, Maryland, DC, all up and down the East Coast. And they may not be ready to move here today. This may be a future consideration, but there's something in Delaware called primary residence. And if you can determine that you are going to spend approximately 183 days in Delaware of the calendar year, you can establish your home here as your primary residence. There are things that I can't answer. I can't answer how this affects maybe your employment and things like that. But I can tell you when I bought my home here 10 years ago, I made the decision that Delaware was going to be my primary residence, and I was able to actually get a much more advantageous mortgage by establishing this as my primary residency. So again, these are conversations for your, mortgage professionals, soon to be Debbie. But it's something to consider that the mortgage rates are much more advantageous if this wonderful state, Delaware, is considered your primary residence. So again, something that you want to chat about, want to think about. I just encourage clients that recently made a wonderful offer on a home in Selbyville, and they have the ability as a couple, one of them is going to establish Selbyville as their primary residence, and they are getting a pretty advantageous rate with the mortgage for this wonderful coastal property that they're buying. Know your budget and plan ahead, okay? We talked about it. We were laughing about it to begin with in the beginning, okay? How are you going to buy this beach home, okay? All kidding aside, you are probably not going to win Powerball, okay? And if you do win Powerball, could you cut me a little slice of that? 1 in 256 million. I think it should definitely be either you or me. Okay, but how are you going to pay for the entire Megillah? Okay, it's not just the cost of the home; it's the cost of the taxes, the HOA, the maintenance, the furnishing, the maybe outdoor living space that you want to immediately turn into an unbelievable backyard oasis. So take pen to paper. If you are a note taker on your phone, if you're an old-fashioned with a legal pad and a pen and you're making notes, plan ahead, work out a budget. And there's always a real estate or mortgage professional who should make themselves available to help you every step of the way. But plan ahead, make sure you've got a budget, make sure that you've got some room for hiccups. There are going to be hiccups in the process. So whether you're cashing in on that Powerball ticket, or whether you're going the conventional financing route, or whether you're going an adjustable rate, which again, I would strongly encourage all of you to think about that, or whether you're thinking about this as an investment, okay? Put it all together. Let's make those dreams come true. Let's make that beach home, part of your, not just a forever, a wish and a hope. Let's make it a dream that turns into a reality. I'm here. I would love to answer those questions. I'd love to see your comments, after my video. Ask me questions. Ask me what you want to know. Let me guide you, support you, and really encourage you to pick away at me or pick away at another professional, and I can guide you there as well. Cheers to finding that perfect beach escape. With or without a Powerball ticket, we can make it happen. So hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you hit the subscribe button. If you don't want to subscribe, hope you stick around for another video. There's always new content coming all the time. So drop your comments, drop your emails, drop your texts, pick up the phone. Remember, if you don't want to talk about financing beach house, there's many other topics I would love to talk about. I live here, I play here, I work here. I'm absolutely thriving here, and I would love to encourage you all to do the same.